Ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully. I want you to stop everything for the next few minutes and give me your undivided attention. Because what I am about to say might shake you, might offend you, and might even hurt your feelings. But if you let these words sink into your soul, they will change your life. I don't care who you are, where you come from, how much money you have, or how broken you feel right now. You are here because deep down inside, you know you are not living to your full potential. You are here because a voice inside you keeps whispering, you are meant for more. And yet, life keeps dragging you down, your excuses keep chaining you, and fear keeps controlling you. But today, I want you to understand this. You have greatness within you, not maybe, not sometimes, not if the stars align. You were born with it, but here's the truth nobody wants to tell you. Greatness doesn't come out by accident. Greatness requires pain, discipline, sacrifice, and an unshakable will. So if you want your life to change, stop being soft. Stop waiting for miracles. Stop telling yourself one day, because one day is code for never. Excuses are nothing but chains you put on yourself. Every single time you whisper to yourself, I can't because, you are not describing reality. You are building a prison in your own mind. People love to believe that excuses are facts, but they are not. They are lies dressed up as logic. They are little stories you repeat so many times that you actually start to believe them. You say, I don't have time, but you have hours for Netflix, scrolling your phone, or hanging around people who add nothing to your life. You say, I don't have money, but you never consider that some of the most successful people on this planet started with nothing and built empires out of dust. You say, I'm too tired. But you waste your energy on meaningless distractions instead of putting it into building a life worth waking up for. Excuses feel safe because they give you an out. They allow you to stay comfortable, to stay small, to avoid the pressure of responsibility. But comfort is a slow poison, and excuses are the spoon you use to feed it to yourself every single day. The truth is, nobody is stopping you except you. Life doesn't care about your reasons. The world doesn't hand out rewards for the best excuse. It only respects results. If you fail, nobody claps because you had a good reason. They don't put excuses on trophies. They don't write excuses on gravestones. The only thing that matters is whether you took action or you didn't. And if you keep feeding yourself excuses, you'll never move. You'll never grow. You'll die the same person you are today, only older, weaker, and filled with regret. Excuses are comforting because they trick you into believing the problem is external. You tell yourself, it's not me, it's my circumstances, it's the economy, it's my parents, it's my boss, it's bad luck. But the hard truth is this, the problem is you, and that's not a curse, it's a gift. Because if you are the problem, then you are also the solution. Once you accept that your excuses are lies, you unlock a level of power you've never known. Suddenly, nothing can hold you back but your own laziness and fear. That's when you stop asking for pity and start demanding results from yourself. The people who win in life are not the ones who had perfect opportunities. They are the ones who killed their excuses and acted anyway. They showed up when they were tired, broke, scared, and unprepared. They didn't wait for permission, they didn't wait for motivation, and they didn't wait for the right time. They understood the right time is now. So kill the lies you've been telling yourself, rip the excuses out of your vocabulary, because as long as you live by excuses, you will never live by greatness. The pain of discipline and the pain of regret are two choices you cannot avoid in life. Every single person will experience pain. There's no escaping it. The question is which pain you're willing to carry. Discipline is sharp, heavy, uncomfortable, and it cuts you in the present moment. Regret is silent, creeping, soul crushing, and it destroys you for the rest of your life. Discipline is waking up when your body screams for sleep, pushing your limits when your mind begs you to stop, saying no to comfort, distractions, and instant gratification. It's painful because it demands sacrifice now. It demands sweat, focus, consistency, and effort when nobody is clapping for you. Discipline feels like you're losing because you have to give up temporary pleasures to build something bigger. But regret is 10 times heavier. Regret is the weight that sits on your chest at night when you know you wasted your chance. It's the voice that whispers, "What if?" When you look back and realize you could have been more, you could have done more, but you didn't. Regret isn't a short-term pain, it's permanent. You can recover from the sting of discipline in a day, but regret haunts you for years. Regret shows up when you see someone living the life you wanted, and you realize you could have had it too, but you made excuses. Regret hits you when your children grow up, and you realize you didn't set the example they needed. Regret cuts deepest when you're older, when you no longer have the time or energy to fix it, and all that's left is wishing. And that's why discipline, as painful as it feels now, is actually freedom. It's the price you pay today to escape the agony of regret tomorrow. The truth is, most people choose regret without realizing it. They keep hitting snooze, they keep skipping the gym, they keep putting off their dreams for later. They keep telling themselves they'll start tomorrow, next week, next year. Then 10 years pass, and they wonder why nothing changed. They didn't choose discipline, so regret chose them. The winners in life understand this. They choose the short-term pain of discipline so they never have to taste the long-term poison of regret. They understand that sweat dries, soreness fades, exhaustion passes, but regret does not. Every time you feel the urge to quit, remind yourself, the pain you're feeling now is temporary, but the regret you'll feel if you quit will last forever. Every time you're tempted to take the easy way, remember that easy now means hard later. Hard now means easy later. That is the law of life. Discipline is a burden, but it's a burden that shapes you into someone powerful, focused, and unshakable. Regret is a burden that breaks you, weakens you, and kills you slowly. You can't escape pain. You just get to choose which pain you carry. And if you're wise, you'll take the pain of discipline every single time, because it is the only pain that pays you back with freedom, success, and pride. Nobody is coming to save you. Let that sink in, because for most people, it's the hardest truth to swallow. You keep waiting for someone to show up, for a mentor to guide you, for the perfect opportunity, for a sign from the universe, but it's never going to happen. Nobody cares about your excuses, your pain, your struggles the way you think they do. Everyone is too busy dealing with their own battles, and even the people who love you the most. They can encourage you, they can support you, but they cannot walk the road for you. The brutal reality is this: your life is your responsibility. Until you accept that, nothing will change. People waste years waiting for help, blaming others when life doesn't work out. They blame their parents for not giving them enough, their boss for not promoting them, their government for not saving them. But here's the truth: you can blame all you want, it won't change your situation. Even if every excuse you have is valid, it still doesn't matter. Nobody is going to rescue you. Nobody is coming with a magic key to unlock your prison. If you want out, you have to break the chains yourself. The moment you accept full responsibility for your life is the moment you step into power. Responsibility is freedom, because if you are the reason your life is stuck, then you are also the solution. If nobody is coming, then it's on you to build the discipline, to create the opportunities, to fight through the struggle, to rise no matter how many times you fall. That's terrifying at first, but it's also the most empowering truth you'll ever accept. Think about it. If you sit around waiting for someone else, you're handing them control of your destiny. You're telling the world, "My future depends on whether someone chooses to help me." That is weakness. That is surrender. But when you decide, "It's me or nothing, I will save myself," you take back control. That mindset creates unstoppable people. The most successful men and women in history didn't wait for help. They created their own path. They understood nobody was coming, and so they became their own savior. Life is not fair, and it never will be. Some people are born rich, some are born poor, some are born healthy, some are born sick. But none of that changes the truth. You have one life, and what you do with it is on you. You might not be responsible for everything that happened to you, but you are responsible for what you do about it. That's where your power is. So stop waiting for a rescue. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for luck. You are the one. You are the person you've been waiting for. No mentor, no coach, no savior is coming to carry you to greatness. The weight is yours to lift. The fight is yours to win. And the day you finally understand that is the day your life truly begins. Comfort is the silent killer of dreams. It sneaks up on you without warning, disguising itself as peace, as relaxation, as taking care of yourself. But the truth is, comfort breeds weakness. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, you train yourself to settle. You teach your body to get soft, your mind to get lazy, and your spirit to grow dull. Comfort whispers in your ear, "It's okay, you've done enough, take it easy," while the world outside is filled with wolves who are training, pushing, and fighting to get ahead. The moment you give in to comfort, you start falling behind. Think about it. Comfort zones don't produce champions. No warrior is forged on a soft couch. No empire is built from endless naps. No greatness comes from doing what's easy. Growth requires pain. Muscle grows when it's torn. Minds expand when they're challenged. Characters are built when they're tested. Comfort prevents all of that. Comfort keeps you safe, but it also keeps you small. And a safe, small life is not why you were born. Weak people are addicted to comfort. They would rather have a predictable, boring, unfulfilling life than face the discomfort of change. They tell themselves they're resting, but really, they're avoiding. They're hiding from responsibility, from risk, from failure, and most of all, from their own potential. The sad reality is that comfort doesn't just hold you back, it reverses you. Stay comfortable long enough and you'll lose your edge, your drive, your fire. You will become weaker day by day until you don't even recognize the person in the mirror. Winners, on the other hand, reject comfort. They seek out the hard things on purpose. They understand that the only way to stay sharp is to live in the uncomfortable. They wake up earlier than they want to. They lift weights heavier than they think they can. They chase goals that scare them. Why? Because they know that on the other side of discomfort is growth, strength, and power. They don't wait for comfort. They chase the pain because pain is proof they're alive, proof they're improving, proof they're becoming someone greater. The truth is, you can either suffer in the gym or suffer in life. You can suffer while building discipline or suffer the consequences of being weak. Comfort feels good now, but it creates misery later. Discomfort feels hard now, but it builds freedom later. You cannot avoid suffering. It's just a matter of choosing which type you want. If you chase comfort, life will punish you with regret, mediocrity, and wasted potential. But if you chase discomfort, life will reward you with pride, strength, and legacy. So stop letting comfort control you. Break out of the cozy little trap you've built for yourself. Do the things you don't want to do. Face the challenges you're scared of. Push into the places that make you uncomfortable. Because comfort breeds weakness, but discomfort breeds greatness. Legacy is what will remain long after you're gone, and the harsh truth is this: excuses won't be remembered, but your actions will. Nobody will care about the reasons you didn't chase your dreams. Nobody will care about why you stayed small, why you didn't give it your all, why you never became the person you were meant to be. Excuses die with you, but your legacy lives forever. Every single day, with every choice you make, you are writing your story. And the question is, are you writing a story worth telling? People hide behind excuses because it's easier than facing the pressure of responsibility. They say, "I couldn't because I didn't have enough time," or "I couldn't because I didn't have the resources," but nobody puts excuses on a gravestone. Nobody will gather at your funeral and say, "He never tried, but he had really good reasons." They will only remember what you did, not what you intended. Legacy isn't built on intentions, it's built on action. Think of the people you admire. Do you respect them because they had excuses or because they overcame them? History remembers the fighters, the builders, the leaders, the dreamers who went against all odds. Every one of them had 100 reasons to quit, but they chose legacy over excuses. They understood that life isn't about what you could have done, it's about what you actually do. And here's the thing, your legacy is bigger than you. It's not just about your pride or your success. It's about the people who come after you, your family, your children, your community. They will either rise because of your example or struggle because of your weakness. When you choose excuses, you don't just rob yourself, you rob everyone who looks to you for strength. But when you choose legacy, you set a standard, you show what's possible, you light a path for others to follow. Legacy doesn't require perfection. It requires effort, discipline, and courage. It requires showing up even when it's hard, pushing forward even when it hurts, refusing to bow to fear and weakness. Legacy is built in the moments where nobody is watching, when it would be easier to give up, but you don't. Legacy is built through sacrifice, through pain, through an unrelenting commitment to becoming your highest self. Excuses, on the other hand, are nothing but stories you'll regret. They'll echo in your head in the quiet hours when you're old, when time has run out, when you realize you had the chance to leave something behind but you wasted it. Excuses give you temporary comfort, but they cost you eternal regret. Legacy costs you temporary struggle, but it rewards you with eternal pride. So the choice is simple: excuses or legacy, comfort or impact. Regret or remembrance. You will not be remembered for what you plan to do. You will only be remembered for what you actually built, gave, created, and became. Live every day with this question: what will my legacy be? Then kill the excuses and get to work, because legacy doesn't wait and time doesn't forgive.